first want to say I appreciate the support. Continue getting the likes up, get the subs up, and talk to me. I'll talk back. Anything else, the link will be in the descriptions. Now, bear with me. Weather been kind of everywhere, so this particular video is gonna be for my deep thinkers. If you've been following me, I talk about a lot of things. From worldly things to what you would call, supernatural or unworldly things. Now, I am in the midst of working on, I believe, the third part of the Anunnaki, which are the beings that is believed to have spliced the Gigi, or the Gigi, mean the beings that was already here, gene splicing, etc. If you want to hear more about that, just check out, Anunnaki Part 1 and Part 2. I am working on Part 3. But even from depictions, they will show some of them with locks, dreadlocks or locks. So I believe that these were melanated type of beings. Maybe they looked a little bit more different or some of the same ways. But yeah, because when they say, let us make men in our image, some would say that's what the Anunnaki said when they were splicing the genes of the Agigi or the Agigi, which would be the beings that was already here on Earth. Anyways, if you want to hear more about that, check out Part 1 and Part 2 of the story of the Anunnaki, Enki and Enlil. But this particular video is going to be about extraterrestrial, or what you call interdimensional beings, if I'm correct, called the Palladians. Now, I still have to do a lot of my own due diligence about, to dig more deeper in. That's the reason why I usually have Part 1s or Part 2s of stories, because, as I'm studying on this journey, I like to make sure I get all of the full details. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Palladians are what you would call the tall whites, but I could be mistaken, so don't quote me on that. But the Palladians, I'll throw a few famous names out that some may think, besides the whole draconic, I can't even pronounce that, of the reptilian species. But some may even think that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, there's just a few names, probably it's a list of others, Bill Gates. Some people believe that these people may even be, Palladian or extraterrestrial, and some may be reptilians, but that's for a whole nother story. I'm going to stick on the story of the Palladians, which would look like European people. They would appear to look normal. They look white, for a better term, European white. But they actually are an extraterrestrial group that visits Earth, that's here among us as well, just like some of the children of the Anunnaki. Some even believe that the Palladians, there's a portal in the mountains, in a lot of the mountain areas. That's why if you notice how certain people hike, or they like to be in the mountains and all around there, some believe, that's one of the reasons that they like to be around the mountains. But they believe that it's a portal, which certain extraterrestrial groups came from. So yeah, do your due diligence on the Palladians. From my understanding, that they are they appear to be a good group, but they have their own agenda, and some people believe that they are a bad group, and some people believe that they are a good group because we are being governed by higher beings. I don't want to get this confused because I don't know if they all one and the same when you're talking about fallen angels and things of this nature and Palladians and Anunnakis and um, and insectoids, which is the insect type of beings that you've seen on movies like Man in Black. I think I referenced them before. And I'm just saying these names more because I'll be dropping separate stories on them too. But I'm saying all that to say this, you never know who you're entertaining. When you think that you're searching for an alien or this and that, it could be right amongst you. It could be at your workplace. It could be some person that you may consider to be a white individual of Caucasian descent, and you could be around a Palladian. Usually they are in high places, very successful, witty, things of that nature. And you have to have an understanding. Higher beings have less emotions. They don't have the kind of emotions that we have. They're kind of like the NPCs, but they're not NPCs. But they're kind of like NPCs when it comes down to having a feeling. Because the more enlightened that you get, the more or less feeling you're gonna have for this physical world. So some people may say the Palladians are good. I've heard stories that the Palladians came plenty of times warning humanity about bad ways of living, eating, and getting along with each other, etc. And some people say just like any disagreeable beings that they have their own agenda to control, and narrate certain agendas. So yeah, I may get more deep into this because it's different star systems, etc. But yeah, so the Palladians, some could be all usually tall, if I'm not mistaken. The whole blonde hair, blue eyed type of thing. That's really what I believe that whole pure race or superior race thing really came from. I believe was the Palladians. And I don't want to get too thrown off because there's a lot of beings and species, and so I don't want to get too thrown off. But yes, and that's why you see so many weird things going on, because you have a lot of different weather that's going on in certain places that usually warm is cold. A lot of this fog people have been talking about, it's been a lot of fog. It's for other reasons why that kind of, I don't want to get too deep into that right now, but but it's also to cover up a lot of things that's taking place. But just know it's more to come. And once I do more of my due diligence, I'll come drop part 2 of the Palladians. But have an understanding about that we are not alone in the universe. There's many galaxies and star systems. There are worlds within worlds. Those only a few species. But I'm in the video on that note. But I do want to say this on a side note, don't be distracted from your path. Don't get discouraged. People can call you crazy because you may think outside of the box. That doesn't mean you're crazy. You know how many people that I would never thought that would know about Palladians and all these different reptilian groups, white, black, and they would drop a lot of knowledge on me as well, like, yeah, and this and that, and past life regression. So there's a lot of people that really are very in tune, but it's not cool to be in tune. Nowadays, it's starting to be some type of how can I put it? When they're making something cool, like now it's starting to be cool to be intelligent. It's, for us that's been doing this from day one, we're not doing this for no other reason but a genuine one. Whatever comes with it is just a bonus. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, and some of us may even be children, of some of these extraterrestrial um, beings. Because remember, anyway, that's for a whole nother story. I was about to get more deep. I'll say that for another time. But yeah, more to come. Never give up on whatever you're doing, and just know that you are beyond a worker. You are beyond a 9 to 5. You are beyond even a owner. Especially if you have a feeling and a calling that your life, or you are here to serve a bigger purpose. Go for it. Listen to your intuitions. Listen to your inner God. You know, Pay attention to the signs. And look in the sky and make sure you know, you overstand and know that you're not alone. You have spirit guides and ancestors, etc. You know, this is the last days of a new beginning. This is the reason why Satan is going crazy like this, And there's more events coming, more unfortunate, things to come, more distractions, and even Project Bluebeam, and real events and fake events. But this is where the discernment come in. That divine discernment, be able to see through the BS, and always know, be careful how you treat people. Never know when you are entertaining an angel, and etc. And stop worrying about what you don't have and be grateful for what you have. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share, turn on your post notifications. Let me know if it's any stories you want me to talk about. I got more. I talk about different things. I don't want to be put in a box. I'm also a motivational speaker. I don't care if I'm down. I'm trying to bring you up. I go through certain things before I can prevent others from taking that the hard route. Do it now. You got anything you want to do, especially if you're young, but even if you consider it a little bit older, it's never too late. And I'm out. Triple ones. Eye owners. The God that is. 13.